today we have the Dreams people in the studio, and we are delighted to know that you, our dear viewer on YouTube, have joined us today, and you too, our dear listener who is tuned on Radio Maria, Sunny Voice. Now we are talking entrepreneurship. Hosting you today this Saturday morning, my name is Princess Chivesa Cecilia Mungulube. Our question for today is, what does it take to be a successful entrepreneur? Now, to help us discuss today's topic called entrepreneurship, in the studio we have been joined by very, very great and amazing people. As I had said in my preamble earlier, we are joined by Dreams, not forgetting our very own entrepreneur who has joined us today, Judith. Now let's go to the Dreams people. Tell us about Dreams.
Dreams is an acronym that stands for Determined, Resilient, Empowered, AIDS-Free, Mentored, Safe. It's a USAID controlling HIV epidemic for Key and Underserved Populations. That's CHEKUP I initiative. So it's basically an initiative that is really helping to reduce HIV infections among adolescent girls and young women, and it's so far been evident that it's really been helping many communities and countries at large.
Thank you so much. How do you provide your services?
Dotted across 7 districts in the country, we have dream centers, and these are sort of like hubs where adolescent girls and young women between the ages of 10 to 24 can access various evidence-based high-impact HIV prevention interventions. So these adolescents or the young women in this age group can access these different services in the Dream Centers. They can walk in and access the services. Thank you.
Why does Dreams focus only on adolescent girls and young women?
Evidence shows that Zambia has made a lot of progress so far where HIV prevention is concerned. However, we have noted that adolescent girls and young women are still having more cases in terms of infection rate as compared even to their male counterparts. And so because of that, Dreams is really trying to respond to this challenge.
Now, Victoria, you work from a center, and most of the work that you do, I've seen you working most of the time with young girls. Why have you chosen to work with such people as Dreams?
I think it's been amazing, and looking at them, these are the people that are mainly affected, and these are people that are vulnerable. So why go to the people that are not vulnerable? So we've just, I think it's the main reason why we are in the community, we are in the compound, because these are the people that are going through a number of issues and they do not have who to run to. So we as Dreams, we follow them at their doorsteps. So this is the reason why we are in the community and in the compounds.
Yeah. Now, before we even drift away from that and dive right into entrepreneurship, for the fact that Dreams mostly focuses on young women and girls, and we know how much currently we are being faced with early pregnancies, especially from young people, how is Dreams coming in to ensure that they have done enough sensitization, or they do enough sensitization to ensure that early pregnancies are prevented?
Dreams really does offer several services. Among them is family planning services. So away from just talking to adolescent girls and young men, including the community at large, on how girls can benefit from Dreams, we actually do offer these various biomedical services, and we work directly with the Ministry of Health. So what we are doing is we do not only end at giving information, but we also allow these adolescent girls and young women to come and access these services at our Dream Centers, and we also do a lot of referrals, which is really helping us to reach out to the many adolescent girls and young women. And I can safely say most of the communities where we are really engaging, I think results outweigh the negatives. And we are happy to have that recorded, and we really want when funds allow, to really get to reach many other communities or districts at large.
Right. What are some of the entrepreneurship skills does Dream offer, or how have you benefited?
Dreams has actually done a lot when it comes to economic skills. They've been strengthening us with different skills. At our centers, we have a number of activities. We have catering, where we do baking. We also have restaurant, salon. Not only that, we have cozy rooms. That's actually my favorite, because that's where I'm based. So in Kozo, to be specific, there are a lot of activities. There is both craft and tailoring. Like in terms of craft, we do make doormats, we make door stoppers, just to mention a few. And then when it comes of tailoring, we make reusable diapers and reusable pads. So engaging in such activities, it helps to prevent ourselves to engage in toxic, rather in relationships that are not healthy. So I personally, I benefited a lot from this, because throughout the day I'm busy. It's really helping because we're busy throughout the day.
Our goal is really to just empower and strengthen these adolescent girls and young women from the time that we enroll them onto the program. Part of our initial package is a topic on money choices. It's just basics about how to manage your money, how you can budget, and then building on that, we train them in different in saving skills. Through those trainings in saving skills, they form savings groups, like the village banks that we all may be familiar with. And with the money that they save and generate in the village banks in terms of the profits, their share outs, the loans that they access, we encourage them to use that money for income generating activities. A number of them have been able to set up different income generating activities. In addition to that, we do select some girls, some of our beneficiaries, and sponsor them for vocational skills training in tailoring, in general hospitality. We have a few girls that are pursuing studies in automotive mechanics and power electrical. And those girls, after they complete their training, we also try to link them for internship and also employment opportunities. Victoria talked about the causal aspect. Under the causal aspect, we're employing a skills sharing model where the staff at our dream centers, the project beneficiaries themselves, come together and say, oh, I know how to bake. I can teach a few girls how to bake. I know how to sew. Instead of the reusable pads that we are making, can we try to make reusable diapers? I know how to make bracelets. I can teach my friends how to make bracelets. So those are some of the things that we are doing, and all of these skills, most of our beneficiaries have been able to turn them into money-making ventures.
Judith, tell us about your business and how you started.
I think hardships. My passion from cooking comes from after everything is done, everything is said and done, and you're back to square one. So I asked God some time back. I just said, Lord, teach my hands, bless my hands to turn things into gold. And since then, it has been a point of no return. And I've taught myself how to cook. I now even cook for different occasions, welcome parties, workshops, wedding events, kitchen parties. I cook for companies, I cook for NGOs. So it's been a milestone.
Now, as we are concluding our program, I would like to get it from you with regards to your encouragement to the adolescents and young girls.
What I can say to the young people out there is there are a lot of things that we can do. We just have to set our motives straight, and we have to find out, we have to know who we are. If we discover to say I'm good at this, or rather I can do this, if you are failing to discover something that you can do good, go there, go and visit any nearest dream center. They will help you to discover yourself, because we have mentors there who help us like to pathways, to show us, to say even if you are passing through this, you are capable of doing this. So girls out there, don't just depend on your parents, don't depend on the sugar daddy thing. You have everything in you. So just stand up, identify yourself, and know what you can do good.
One thing to my fellow young people out there is, do not be afraid to fail. I think apart from that, girls and boys, let us go out there, just like Victoire, the Dreams beneficiary, has said. Let us just not be dependent on parents or maybe on sugar daddies and even sugar mummies now, no? Mm-hmm. So I think with our hands, the moment you ask God to bless your hands, He does wonders. I can attest to that. I'm a beneficiary of Dreams as well. I must make mention. And apart from that, I'm a beneficiary of God's testimony, turning my hands into making nice and wonderful food.
In addition to the young people out there, don't be afraid to venture into entrepreneurship. Given the unemployment levels in our country, entrepreneurship is a key way in which that you can get into self-sustenance by earning your own living. Don't be afraid to start small. Just exercise discipline.
As I conclude, I would love to say, indeed, God has blessed us with different talents, so let's use them, and let's also bless our talents with other people. Then the other thing is, as we train the girls for entrepreneurship, we also give them a service of mental health, so that as they go out there, they are able to work properly. And sometimes some people would be so rude, not knowing why they are rude. Maybe it's because they are going through some issues. So we also have a mental health service which help them be in the right manner.
I would like to talk to parents out there, just to encourage them to talk to their children at an early age about money management or financial management, and just basically to help them, encourage them to seek or look out for these opportunities that are available in the communities, that are available at various places. Let them be on the search. These opportunities sometimes are even found on social media. Young people shouldn't just go on social media just for entertainment. People are using social media for making money.
Now in the studios, I was joined by Mercy, Martha, Victoria, and Judith, as well as Victoria. So I had two Victorias, you guys. And I'm delighted that you, our dear viewers on YouTube, as well as our dear listener, took time to listen. Now do stay tuned to our YouTube channel, which is Don Bosco Youth Network Zambia. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. And of course, ring that bell so that you don't miss out on any of our live notifications. So for me and the entire production crew here on Radio Maria Yetsani Voice and Don Bosco Youth Vibes, my name is Chivesa Cecilia Mongulube. A lovely good morning to you. Stay blessed and thank you for listening and watching.